Council Hall Committee meeting for May 27th, 2025, to order at 7 p.m. All members from council are present except for Councilwoman Castelli. Everyone from the administration is present except for Mayor Overstreet. If anyone recording this meeting as a courtesy to the public, will you please identify yourselves so your fellow attendees know that they're being recorded. Seeing none, the city leads is recording this meeting. Your legislation proposed with legislation number 052701, a resolution accepting the tax budget for 2026 as presented by the Director of Finance and declaring an emergency. Michelle.
Thank you. This is mandatory that we submit tax budget to the county in order to receive the real estate taxes. So it's really just a housekeeping item. It justifies the fact that we need the real estate money and where it's going.
Any questions for Michelle? Move on to legislation number 052702, a resolution authorizing the Mayor and Director of Finance to prepare and submit an application to participate in the Ohio Public Works Commission State Capital Improvement and their local transportation improvement programs and to execute contract and require and declare an emergency. Michelle?
Thank you, Mr. President. I'll take this one. Working with the service department, we've identified some streets to make some repairs to, and applying for the OPWC would allow us to get some grant money if selected.
Any questions from the Thank you. And then we'll move on to legislation number 052703, an ordinance authorizing the issuance of a conditional use permit for a drive-through to Jules Daltorio Mocha doing business on behalf of Buckeye Relief Amplified Dispensary located at 34480 Vine Street, Eastlake, Ohio 44095 in B1 District and declaring emergency.
Yeah, they went to the Planning Commission last week. It's just a pickup window. There's no like a board like McDonald's, microphones, anything like that. Everyone gets a certain time that they can pick up items, and they have to be there at that time. It's like they do 4 every 15 minutes, and they've done this before in other locations. That's worked out very well. So it's just a pickup window. No ordering or anything.
Any questions, Mr. Webb?
I have a question for you. Who's Jules Daltorio?
Who is it?
Yes.
I don't know.
Do you know?
I just go with Buckeye Relief. That's just probably the secondary name or.
I thought was that the guy's story, was it?
Yeah.
I thought he was the representative.
Yeah, it could be.
Do you know what Volcom means?
No. Again, I just call it Buckeye Relief. In the end, that's who's doing it. It's Buckeye Relief. That's
How do they apply?
I don't have the application.
Usually they just transfer it from us on the application.
Correct.
So we can just make it conditional use permit issued to Buckeye Relief and the dispensary.
Yeah. I'm just asking, so Jules Daltorio is doing business on behalf of Buckeye Relief. Can Buckeye Relief also own the dispensary? I guess I'm just wondering, is he the one that has the dispensary? Because you can't have the person who gets the permit.
I'm assuming it would probably come off, that information would come off the application, so I assume that he was applying, he was the representative putting on the application from Buckeye Relief. So if we want to change the language between now and when we vote, just to say issued to Buckeye Relief, I think that would cover it.
Okay, thank you.
I would have to add some of the, I'll just put on the record on the change.
Excellent, thank you.
Any other questions? All right. Seeing none, this council's whole committee meeting is adjourned at 7:05. Call the regular council meeting of April 7, 2025.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please call the roll.
Here.
Here. The motion to approve the agenda for the regular council meeting of the 27th, 2025. For a second?
Second.
Will the clerk please call the roll?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, the motion is carried, the agenda is approved. Is there a motion to approve the minutes for the regular council meeting of May 13th, 2025? Is there a second?
Second.
Will the clerk please call the roll?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. The motion is carried, the minutes are approved. Is there a motion to approve the minutes for the regular council meeting of April 15th, 2025?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Will the clerk please call the roll?
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, the motion carried, the minutes are approved. We still have pending minutes from the last ordinance committee meeting. Probably next week. Our next scheduled council roll meeting is scheduled for Tuesday, June 10th, 2025. This regular council meeting immediately following the chairman of the council award meeting. We have a meeting, Commissioner?
We had a CDC, committee meeting today. It was primarily over the plan cost, just discussing what went right, what can be, improved upon. I thought it was a good conversation. We have, 2 nominations for 2 good neighbors that, were approved, so those will be coming through. And then our next meeting, is in June. It looks like it may have to be canceled because of the attendance. So I'll just ask that the main thing that we're going to do in June and July is yard of the year. So if anyone sees, a nice yard, if you could send me a picture and information or email from the date, if you could help encourage participation in that, it would be appreciated. That's it.
Are there any questions, Commissioner? Okay. You didn't have anything.
We did have a board meeting, but, I was out of town on business duties.
Mr.
Yeah, the Port Authority meeting was on, May 15th. There was the Port Authority is now caught up on their treasurer's reports, because I know before was out a little while, but they are now up to date on the treasurer's reports. And, there was a lengthy discussion on the boat race, which we've held in the past, but has since, last year and this year is not on our schedule, but there was an interested person present from the public who is very interested in bringing it back, and this is a local business person who owns one of the businesses along the river. And the Port Authority and some of the local businesses are interested in maybe putting a committee together to get this event back, because it was an event that helps businesses prosper, and it was a pretty popular event at East Lake, and actually will be together on the lake. And on June 28th of this year, we will be having our canoe float. That will be, I got some additional information on that from the Chagrin River Watershed Partners. I'll be volunteering at this event as well. And it'll be June 28th at 10 o'clock to 3:30. There will be 2 groups. The first group will be from 10 to 12:30. The second group will be from 1 to 3:30. There will be 2 people for each canoe, and there will be 8 canoes. So that will be 16 canoes total, but there will be 8 for 2 groups. And you can also have a third person in a canoe, as long as that third person is a small child. Registration for this event will start Friday, and it'll be on Eventbrite. And any additional questions can be directed to Kevin Saracino at Chagrin River Watershed Partners. That's KSARACINO@crwp.com or 440-491-8341. And that's, I'm open for questions.
Any questions for Mr. Kisser?
I just have one more comment. Jim Hartzer was the one guy that was the gentleman that was there, but he's going to be here tonight to get surgery.
Yeah, Jim is very active in trying to get this event, get going again in East Lake, so.
Okay. All right. We'll move on to recognition of the public. The floor is now open for recognition of the public. All remarks should be directed to the chair. Our line speakers are limited to 3 minutes per person, or 30 minutes total. We have one person that has signed up to speak. If you come up and state your name and address for the record.
My name is Pat Franklin. I live at 195 Plymouth Road. I have a problem with rats. My neighborhood is sucking. The neighbors, there's a lot of people in that neighborhood, their yards are filthy. Where's my city inspector? I call every year, repeatedly. They come out, they do nothing. My councilwoman, I send her addresses of the houses around, and that's not all of them I send her. Where's their city inspector? Do they come out and look?
I believe they're out every day.
Well, evidently, you're not in my neighborhood.
I know where the address
She's
is.
on Plymouth. She's on Plymouth.
Okay,
My yard's clean. I keep my yard
I
clean.
understand that we are up in that area a lot. It's repeatedly we're up there.
Well, the last time I called, you were like, whoever I spoke to, I don't know if it was you, about the house behind me. And you, oh yeah, they have multiple violations against them. Well, don't they only have a certain time to take care of them?
They do, but I don't understand your frustration, but rats are very difficult, and it takes everyone, and I know you get a clean yard, but once they get embedded somewhere, it's very difficult to get them out.
I don't even go out in my yard when it gets dark. I don't even walk it. I've had to pay 3 times to have someone remove dead rats from under my house.
We'll come up tomorrow or the next day, we'll take a look at it and see
Take a look at what?
we can do. We're not miracle workers, but we'll see what we can do. That means site lawns for grass or something like that, or garbage, when we'll do that.
I put a wooden fence around my yard, and the people behind me, the weeds are up over my fence. They mow a square in the middle and move everything else.
Yeah.
The other lady keeps a cat. The guy up the street, you can't even see his driveway with all the garbage he has in it.
We will try to look for the garbage in the grass. We cannot, unfortunately, control everything, but we'll
I went and measured it out for 2 weeks.
we'll do what we can.
I understand we're Vital Lake. I get it. You know, rats. I get it. But I've lived there over 22 years. I've never had the rat problem that I've had the last 5 or 6 years.
Okay. And we will, like I said, we'll take a ride up there tomorrow myself.
I've heard it before. I've heard it before.
Okay, I can only do so much for
I
you.
mean,
Even the health department won't come out for rats anymore. It's an ongoing issue. If it's that bad in the neighborhood, everyone up there would have to do their part.
bring them all up here for meetings,
Who look for me?
all the neighborhoods. Everybody in the neighborhood that has rights problems, bring them up here for council meetings.
I think what he's saying.
I know what he's
Yeah,
saying.
I know what you're saying too. What is your address?
195.
195.
Yeah.
If you want to bring them up, I guess, that's up to the council people.
I would encourage you, if they have problems, they certainly should reach out to the building department. I mean, the more they do.
They have. They call. Like I said, I hate to be that kind of neighbor, but I call every year and nothing's done.
I do.
I've even asked them, could you please cut this down? All your stuff is thrown into my yard. Basically, she's ruining the fence I put up. No. I can go over there on her property and take care of it.
We'll take a ride up tomorrow. And see. I know that doesn't give you an answer to what's gonna be done, but I will at least come out and take a look at it.
Well, I bought a trap myself, and I've been trapping them, even trapping them and drowning them. I trapped the skunk this morning.
You really don't wanna bring the rats to you, you have to get rid of them where they're at. The more you invite them to your house, that's not good.
They're running all over my yard at night. I have cameras out there.
I know, believe me, you're not the only one that I've heard from other streets up there, just like other parts of the city. Rats are very difficult to get rid of.
Well, it would help too, if people kept their dirt clean.
Believe me, I wish that was for everyone.
What was the adjustment?
What? 195.
It would be on Cortland Boulevard then, where you're talking about the road to go there.
Cortland, Paxton, area.
But they're on Plymouth too,
Okay,
and they're on Willow Lake.
okay.
It's the whole area.
Yeah, oh, I mean, I know everybody says that's a ghetto lease, right? My house is mine. Inside and outside, I keep my house mine. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone else who wishes to address council?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, will the clerk please read legislation number 052701?
A resolution accepting the tax budget for 2026 as presented by the Director of Finance and declaring an emergency.
Is there a motion to suspend the rule requiring separate reading to read it in full?
So,
Is there a second?
Second.
Will the clerk please call the roll?
Ms. Kraniak?
Yes.
Mr. Feldy?
Yes.
Mr. Katsounis?
Yes.
Ms. Schmidt?
yes.
Mr. Semick?
Yes.
Mr. Meyer?
Yes. Is there a motion to adopt?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Will the clerk please call the roll?
Ms. Kraniak?
Yes.
Mr. Feldy?
Yes.
Mr. Katsounis?
Yes.
Ms. Schmidt?
Yes.
Mr. Semick?
Yes.
Mr. Meyer?
Yes, the motion is carried, the legislation is adopted. Will the clerk please read legislation number 052702?
A resolution authorizing the mayor and director of finance to prepare and submit an application to participate in the Ohio Public Works Commission State Capital Improvement and/or Local Transportation Improvement Program, and to execute contracts and as required and declaring emergency.
Is there a motion to suspend the rule requiring separate reading to read it in full? Is there a second? Second. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Ms. Schmidt?
Yes.
Mr. Semick?
Yes.
Mr. Katsounis?
Yes.
Mr. Feldy?
Yes.
Ms. Kraniak?
Yes.
Mr. Meyer?
Yes. Is there a motion to adopt? Is there a second? Second. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Ms. Schmidt?
Yes.
Mr. Semick?
Yes.
Mr. Katsounis?
Yes.
Mr. Feldy?
Yes.
Ms. Kraniak?
Yes.
Mr. Meyer?
Yes, the motion is carried, legislation is adopted. Will the clerk please read
Mr.
legislation?
Chairman, could we,
Yeah.
this one, in order to authorize the issuance of a conditional use permit for a drive-through to the business zone at Buckeye Relief Amplified Dispensary.
Thank
Does
you.
that make sense?
They don't want it to be known as a drive-through, it's a pickup point.
So it can be what it is, a drive-through.
I understand, we had nowhere else to label it, but,
That shouldn't be that, I mean,
okay, they just wanna make sure people don't think it's,
oh, I understand. They're gonna have to deal with that, people can see it.
they're selling hamburgers on it.
Yeah. In order to authorize the issuance of a conditional use permit for the drive-through to business known as operating at Buckeye Relief Amplified Dispensary located at 34480 Lemon Street, East Lake, Ohio, local 95, Cleveland District, and declaring it. They're ready for it.
Yeah, because Volcom is actually the architect, so I just
You
wanted
probably
to.
applied for it.
Yeah.
We just sort of, we had to cancel their meeting because there was a problem with the notice. So this was their second meeting, and as a courtesy, we tried to rush them through because we were on an off week, so we could get able to have Alyssa. So Alyssa, I was calling Alyssa on the way out of the meeting to see if she could get on. That's really good.
Thank you.
Since the law record is read, is there a motion to suspend the rule please call the roll.
Mr. Thomas?
Yes.
Mr. Kaczynski?
Yes.
Mr. Kelly?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Ms. Schmidt?
Yes.
Mr. Myers?
Yes, the motion is carried, the legislation is adopted. We don't have any legislation pending, we don't have any unfinished business, we don't have any new business. We'll move on to our administrative reports. Our first report is from our fire chief, Frank Smith.
The only thing the fire department has to report is we're working diligently to hire somebody to replace Chief Whittington after his retirement. And that'll take any questions.
Any questions for Mr. Smith?
Welcome aboard.
Yep, thank you. All right, seeing none, thank you. We'll move on to our police chief, Michael Warner.
Thank you, Mr. President. Excuse me. I believe we are down to hiring for one. We currently have 5 officers in training, and we should get us through. We're going to Safety Town next week, and we up at Thomas Jefferson during the day. 2 sessions each day for the entire week. There really wasn't else this time. Open for questions.
Any questions for the chief?
This isn't a question, but it's a comment. I just wanted to say once again, Lincoln Sanders, right? Yeah. Phenomenal with the Airbnb situation. I mean, if that would kind of stuck like 20 minutes and really communicated with them and understood what you were saying. So I just wanted to say another little bit more and doing a fantastic job.
Yeah, Sanders is one of our new guys in training.
Okay. All right, thank you, chief. We'll move on to our chief building official, Dave Benson.
I talked to our convenient, store owner online. He was very happy with the article that was, I guess, written about him on a website. Even though he knows that it wasn't approved by everyone, but he was very happy with getting it and for his business. So he was happy with that. As far as what the Paxton group, it would be nice if I wasn't needed. If everyone cleaned their yard, wouldn't it be nice? It's sad that we even have to tell people that they have to take care of their yards and their garbage and stuff like that. I can imagine the lady's frustration, but it is also sad that we have to remind people to do that. I keep saying numbers or how many violations we already sent out this year, and quite honestly, it's ridiculous that we have to do it. So we'll do our best to help her. I know I can't guarantee all the rats are going to go away, or we're going to make the neighborhood pristine, but we'll do our best. That's all I got.
Any questions for Mr. Smith?
Just a comment, thank you for saying that about Sal. He was absolutely lovely to meet with. He knows I wasn't really supportive of that drive-through, but truly it was lovely to sit down with him and so many people. There were hundreds of replies that were like, oh, you're so good there, Sal, wonderful. And so it was a nice article to write and I enjoyed it. It was good, yeah.
I sat there today for, 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to see what kind of traffic there was. And unfortunately, when I was there today about 11:30, there was no. So that's a good thing too, that it's not overflowed with people. And I haven't heard any comments. I don't know if the police chief has gotten any, but I haven't heard any comments with traffic or anything like that as of yet.
No, but it was really nice, because there were quite a few people that said, you know, I have a very difficult time getting into the car, difficult time getting out of the car, and it was nice to be able to use the drive-through. So there were people that were responding that never even knew it was there, so. Good thing.
Yeah.
All right, anyone else? Okay, we'll move on to our service director, Robert Burns.
Thank you, Mr. President. It's pretty much business as usual for the service department, patching roads, cutting grass, just taking care of everything we can take care of, buildings and everything else. We have made some improvements at a few parks. We've added some ADA swings, not all swing sets, but some of the swings have been replaced. No. Both ADA swings as well as regular swings have been updated, and we're working on, there's, at two of the parks, there's a dinosaur feature that is in disrepair. We're working on getting that secured off until we get a better repair made. That's all I really have to say. Any questions?
Any questions from the circuit? We'll move on to our city engineer, Brian Molucci.
Thank you, Mr. President, members of council. Construction is continuing. Unfortunately, weather was not conducive last week for State Route 91 bridge deck work, so that was postponed to scheduled for Wednesday night. Again, weather permitting, waiting on final word if that's still going to be a go for tomorrow evening or not. If not, they will look to schedule it for Thursday. Likewise, at Vine Street, a lot of the curb and ADA ramps have been ongoing. They are getting ready to switch over to the next phase of work, but prior to doing so, to help alleviate some of the signage and the turning onto 91 from Vine Street, both north and south, the contractor is looking to not close the intersection Friday night, but to limit some traffic. They'll have traffic control. I think they have off-duty officers being requested to assist with traffic control so that they can get through the intersection far enough away to reestablish all the proper turn lanes. So that will help, and then that should help with all the signalization there, and then they'll continue on the final phase of the pavement on the south side of the road. That concludes my report. I'm available for questions.
Any questions for Mr. Molucci? All right, we'll move on to our finance director, Carolyn Schindel.
Thank you. We're still in the middle of the audit, and we started applying for grants as they come before you for loans, for projects for next year. That's the end of my report.
Any questions for the finance director? All right, then we'll move on to our law director, Randy Clement.
Thank you, Mr. President. We've gone back and forth with the law director, the new law director, both in relation and with on Carolyn's contract. I say Carolyn, she's going to help me for the sewer. So still working on that. I talked last week about my highway tax and indicated that he had come from last week, so I'll circle back on that. We did, I know it's important to both Mr. and Mr. Schmidt, I did recommend a procedure on the Airbnb that was over the weekend, of course, the police department has a lot of certainty that maybe the building department can get there during work hours, but that they was gonna prepare some type of notice and post it on the doorstep to the owner so that everybody at least on that property is aware that things have changed. The department's not really yet. There are, luck of habit nowadays, I can get on my phone and check out the ordinances while I'm talking. I know Dave's department knows the various ordinances. We do have one that allows the city to send a contractor out to do litter cleanup. Usually we use those just for mowing lawns because the city has to come out of pocket for that. But depending if there's a litter component there, that might be an option that we can have somebody come out and clean up all the charges that taxes. So I'll have to Dave about it. That's not something they usually do, but maybe that's at least some progress. And last, did we have the 5 volts? I thought I heard no on one of those. Somebody's listening. We have some votes on TV.
We have 5.
Okay. And I'm open for questions.
Any questions for law director?
I just wanted to thank you very much for clarifying that. I think it was very helpful for the Airbnb.
Yeah, it's gonna be, hopefully the residents understand. There's only so much the police department can do and get it, because
Right.
they won't know what the contracts are.
Well, there was just like this lapse of time from when we